Well, to say that I'm excited is probably a bit of an understatement at this point, but I just wanted to share some news with you guys. I just signed a lease, and I am planning on opening up a board game and hobby shop here in Warman, Saskatchewan next spring. The plan is to be in the building around February. It's a new building being built right now, and hopefully opening the doors around April 1st. We're going to be able to start our online sales a little bit before that. I don't know the exact date we'll be able to do online sales, but hopefully sometime in February. I'd love to share the process with you guys. I'm going to document as much of the process as possible as far as building out the store, setting everything up, bringing everything in. I'd love to bring you guys in along with the journey. This is something that I've been thinking about and has been a dream of mine for probably about a decade. For those of you who know me well, you know that I really love board games and I've been involved with the industry before. I'm excited about this opportunity, and I would love for you guys to share your opinions as far as what kind of games I should bring into the store. I am planning on bringing in family games, children's games, miniatures games, some role-playing games, and the odd toy. We are a smaller city here, and there's not a lot of any of that stuff available. There are no board game stores here in town at all, and we also want to sell online. So yeah, if you guys have some suggestions of, let's say, types of games that you enjoy playing, I've already been in talks with Game Workshop, so I will be bringing in the Warhammer, hopefully the Lord of the Rings, and a few of the other Games Workshop products, as well as a bunch of board games and miniatures games. Miniatures games yet I've not decided totally which ones I'm all going to start with as far as what I bring in, but most likely I will bring in Star Wars. I want to bring in Marvel Crisis Protocol. I will probably bring in Blood Bowl, the Lord of the Rings, and Warhammer 40k and Age of Sigmar, like I mentioned. But as far as other games, I'm not sure exactly yet what I'm all going to bring in. I used to play with a lot of War Machine, but it seems like there's not a lot of that gets played anymore, so I'm not sure if I'll bring any War Machine in. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. Do you have any questions? I would love to answer them if I can, as far as the process of what I went through to sign the lease. I'm not going to share all the individual details of it, but I can give you guys a general idea of kind of the process I've taken. As far as the research in the background and the prep as far as getting to this point, I mean, I've been thinking about it and doing my research for probably about a decade, like I mentioned. I know another store owner in Saskatoon, and I've talked with him a fair bit as far as the ins and outs of different things go, and I've talked to other store owners, publishers, designers, and just a bunch of different people in the industry. I've made some decent connections over the years, and I'm just really excited to have a space where I can have people come in, play some games, learn some games, just interact and talk hobbies, so that we can build a kind of a community, a safe place for people to come and play, to hang out, do some hobby stuff. I want to host events. I want to do some learn to paint nights, possibly like army building camps, things like that. So yeah, if you have any suggestions as far as events we should host too, what kind of tournaments we should hold, what kind of other special events we could do. We won't have a huge space. We'll have enough room for maybe 30 people or so in our play area, but we will have one, and I'm looking forward to having people in store, but it's still a lot of work before we get to that point. So here's step one for you guys. It's not step one for me. I've been working at this for a while, but welcome aboard, and I hope you guys will follow along as we go through this process of opening a board game store in Warman. Oh, what is the store going to be called? Well, the game store is going to be called Hollow Games and Hobbies, and it's kind of modeled after a Hobbit village. So if you know me at all, you know that I love Lord of the Rings, and so one of the cool places in Hobbiton is Crick Hollow, and it's kind of like this little valley. Frodo ends up buying a house there, and that's how they kind of slip away on their journey to start off with. But long story short, yeah, I want to kind of theme the whole store after a Hobbit village, because I am kind of Hobbit sized myself, and I want to have a fun, bright, cheery atmosphere in the store. So that's what I'm going for. So yeah, it's going to be called Dice Hollow Games and Hobbies. Dicehollow.com will be our website. There's nothing there yet. And you can find us on Facebook or Instagram under Dice Hollow Games. And yeah, just follow along. We'll see where this leads, guys. I appreciate you watching, and I thanks again for all your support.